It was actually kind of cool. I was connected to YouTube exactly 3 minutes before the show. Well, it's Tuesday, and I'm waiting on Sam, like I normally do. So, I don't know, I guess we'll just sit here and pet my cat. Getting a little late there. Sent a message to somebody about, I don't know, 10:30 this morning. I just got a reply. It's all good. Whatever. Cool. At least they replied. What is your issue? Anywho, how's everybody else doing? I'm just sitting here by myself, waiting on Sam. It's her topic. I'm not even gonna respond to that. I'll wait till tomorrow morning. Oh, look, here she comes downstairs now. Everybody's just sitting here watching me stroke my cat.
Is that what I'm sitting on?
Sitting there stroking my ocelot.
Let me see.
No, your chair is outside. It rained, so it's probably clean.
Yeah.
Somebody yacked on it.
It's soaking wet. I'm gonna try and sit on the ball, which means Shadow's gonna pop it, which means tonight's episode should be called Adventures in Sam Falling on the Floor.
Text video. What? Oh, just their plans. My life is about to get extremely complicated. Anywho, let's see. Yes, there's a topic. Cat stroker. You got a gnat on your butt. I want to get it.
Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick. I want to get that.
Yeah.
She's kind of gnat, like right on her butt.
Please don't come see me.
Almost got it. Anywho,
how was everybody's week?
well, a week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've been actually quite productive on other shit. More than I was last year. That's a bonus.
That's a super bonus.
Especially since last year.
Last year was a shit show.
Yeah. Dialed to 11.
Guys, I would like to announce we made it through Father's Day.
Yep. Nobody went to the hospital. Woo! We should have a little sign that says we've gone so many days without an incident.
I feel like that's just asking for
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
You hear the cat?
Yeah.
Jen left.
Oh. My phone didn't chime.
I don't know that she's actually left yet, but she has to go get her prescriptions before they close.
From a store that's rarely open.
No, she changed her to King Soopers.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway.
What'd you weigh this morning?
Same I weighed last week. So I didn't lose anything.
Red. Michael's red.
Yes, I am.
I am red. I was supposed to make a video about getting started for Lean for Life.
And you didn't. And why is that?
Because it wasn't until the next day after I did all the food prepping and everything that I went, oh, shit. I was supposed to make a video. I didn't put it in my
You could have
finch.
at that point.
Yeah, I heard.
You even said you were going to put it in your finch.
I know, and I didn't.
God, you forgot to use your non-forgetting tool.
I did.
Here, let me remind you of doing stuff that you're not going to remember to put into.
Neo's goal was to be more active this week.
Bad, red, stressful.
Okay.
Meow.
Hey, Jen is the only one I don't think is red.
Mm.
Jen's was to follow her soft food diet all week.
I think she did. She doesn't really have too much of a choice, though. That's kind of cheating.
Not really.
Hey, why is everybody out from under my desk?
No.
You too.
And Chris was breathing, so.
Everybody out. My desk like some kind of pub. Be gone. Anyway. Yeah, it was a week.
I started my diet on Monday.
Jen said she's green.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's
Sweet.
so far the only one that's green. I hope Chris is green. I mean, I'd be really upset if you weren't. He was breathing.
Well, sent him a text. You breathing still?
So, what else you got? So you started again.
Yes, we started
Yesterday?
yesterday. I've been recording everything. I've been doing terrible.
Why?
I think like I'm really jazzed to do it. The motivation is there, but I think this morning I got up way later than I wanted to, and I got started way later than I wanted to, and at that point I needed to get a bunch of other shit done. So, yeah, it was just a mixture of same chaos. This
Okay.
time though that I'm motivated to do it.
Okay, so if you're motivated to do it, there's got to be a better way to.
Go to bed. I even went to bed at a reasonable time last night.
No,
I was
you
just fucking
didn't. You
tired.
were on the show
No, it
until
wasn't. Okay.
after 9.
It was the night before I was thinking then.
Yeah. Last night you did not. You
Yeah,
drank
but I
a
went
lot
to
of
bed
alcohol
like
and
really
you were on the
fucking
show till
yeah,
super
and I
late.
didn't go to. I went to bed relatively soon after that. Yeah, I went to bed at 11.
It's still. Then why'd you sleep so late? Or why'd you oversleep?
I slept through both alarms. I was fucking tired. A big part of that though is that I spent like all weekend in the sunlight, and
that wipes you.
I don't handle the sun very well, and so spending Saturday and Sunday out in the sun just whooped my ass.
Hey, no smiley faces in driving.
Yeah, cheap. No texting and driving.
I
Really?
don't remember.
I am a librarian.
That'd be an awesome job. Who want that job? I have been exhausted this week. Just flat out. Yesterday, I was mid conversation with Jen and I think one of the kids, maybe. And I sat on the
Don't even
couch.
remember who was
I
there.
sat on the couch like this and just crossed my arms. I'm barely on camera. Is it because I'm sitting over so far?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I sat like this and kicked my head back, and I was like, yeah, and engaging in conversation. And next thing I knew, I was waking up barely in time to catch the show. I just like.
So I move it over so you be more in the camera, then you start rolling back
No,
out
I
of
was
it.
trying to figure out how to roll into it, but I needed to roll back so I could get adjusted.
Vampires don't do well in the sun either, right?
Right?
I'm an energy vampire. Why are you licking me?
She's a weirdo.
I had chicken poblano for dinner, but I washed my hands. You just like the taste of me. Weirdo. Who doesn't?
Anyway. So many things just ran through my head. So many comments.
A big girl.
I saw you did it right, but you know what? Every day this week?
I did one yesterday and I did one today.
It's only Tuesday, but
yeah. Today I got to work on. I worked on a blog post for starting the Summer of Fitness 100-day challenge.
cool.
Kind of a slow start. I lost 0.2 pounds so far.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh, guess what? I messed up. My scale does not connect to the Renfo app.
You didn't buy a Renfo scale?
I bought a Renfo scale. It's not Bluetooth. It's just a scale. It was very sad. But I figure I'll use that scale every day just for me to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
And then on once a week I'll come up and
use mine.
Use yours.
Cool.
connect to them.
Let me look in peace. Right?
That's exactly. She's like, just no comment, no comment.
Shadow.
Shadow. We still got 5 minutes before I want to go jump into topic. Why are we so?
What?
I normally don't start the topic till at least 7:15. So we still got 5 minutes. Why are we like blah tonight? I don't know either. I was exhausted until I drank pickle juice.
I don't have any alcohol. That's what's wrong.
I don't need alcohol.
I've had enough calories today, so I decided I don't need any more. Like, my dinner was huge. You know what I had for lunch?
What?
Chocolate cake and ice cream. It was a chocolate cake.
Awesome.
It was Father's Day chocolate cake. It was like a 4-layer chocolate cake. And Denali chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
Do you know what?
And I even put it in. That was my lunch.
You know what I had for lunch today?
700 some odd calories. That was sugar.
Do you know what I had for lunch today?
Protein.
The protein day again.
I like protein days.
I like protein days.
I miss protein. Maybe that's why I'm dragging ass. I haven't had shit.
You haven't had shit.
That chicken poblano was the only thing I had that was protein. My breakfast was a donut and a banana.
Oh my god.
And then I had a fruit and cheese and nut snack from Costco, the Kirkland ones, for snack. And then I had chocolate cake and ice cream for lunch.
This boy.
So I didn't have dick for nutrition today.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, maybe have 2 of those.
Vitamin A. But yeah, I think that's why I'm dragging ass. I didn't have protein at all until about, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
I like that chicken poblano.
I'm so mad I forgot to eat the pupusas. I was going to eat them on Sunday.
Yep, I get pupusas this week.
It makes me so sad. They were so yummy and they're gluten-free. And
yep. They were tasty. I like the one was better than the other. I can't remember which one was which. I can't remember
which one either, but they were both yummy.
But yeah, that's I think that's why I'm sluggish.
So food
I've had
prepping.
nothing but junk all week.
Yeah. Food prepping on Thursday was raw.
Yeah.
It was super difficult.
Right.
It just took us so long. I wasn't trying to mistake. It took forever.
Yeah, it did. You guys separated a fuck ton of food though. I'm worried about my fridge and your guys' vegetables in here.
Because my stuff's frozen?
Yeah, my fucking...
You have it turned up too high?
I don't know. I didn't think I did. I turned it down because there was ice forming in the back. But my sour cream was frozen solid.
It's not good.
So, no. Can't use it when it's frozen solid. It'd be like sour cream ice cubes.
Oh.
Just drop them in some Dr. Pepper.
No. That's nasty.
It'll be cold.
Ew.
It's just creamy Dr. Pepper.
Ew.
This is strawberries and cream. If I just throw some I got some strawberries out there. Let's throw them.
No.
Strawberry, sour cream, Dr. Pepper.
That'd be so gross. So gross. What else have you got going on? Exciting.
Got a bunch of shit growing in the backyard though.
Yeah.
I got like 30 pumpkin plants.
I'm pretty excited for that actually.
Like 20 tomato plants, a bunch of sunflowers. I think I got I don't know if they're the zucchinis or if they're cucumbers.
Oh.
But they're about this big and they have flowers on the end of them.
Oh, cool.
Betting zucchini.
Probably.
The watermelon plants aren't growing for shit though. I don't know what's wrong with watermelon, but compost pile, there's a ton of stuff coming out of that.
Yeah, it looks great.
Tomatoes, onions, pumpkins, what else was there? I think green peppers are in there. I got some green peppers growing.
It's only messaging at the stoplight that never ends.
Creamy,
Oh my goodness,
see?
that's stuff.
Creamy Dr. Pepper. Even
Yeah.
see, even Neo's give me a green face, meaning that's what she wants.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
green light, right?
No. So yucky.
I see it as a positive thing. It's green face.
Gross.
Just have it slide down your throat.
Ew. So many things wrong with you.
Yeah. It's not like I'm putting sour cream in my whiskey.
Ew.
Wonder what would happen.
Would it get more sour?
Would it clump?
Oh, but cottage cheese.
Cottage
Sour.
cheese fireball.
Ew.
Yeah, Prono Liddy creamy Dr. Pepper. Prono title creamy Dr. Pepper. I don't know what that means. Don't tell Michael I'm driving. Yeah? Don't drive.
Oh, look, Chris is green
Hey,
too.
he's green. He's breathing.
He's breathing.
Plus, he's holding his breath this whole time.
Porno. Okay.
Creamy Dr. Pepper.
That's different.
Bow, bow.
Oh. Yeah. The doctor will see you now. Bend over.
Now grab one of those cucumbers. Butter.
No. No.
No.
Are we ready to get into this topic?
Yeah. Are we?
Okay.
Speaking of burning out.
Right?
Crash and burn.
So I wanted to talk about what burnout was, but it didn't save my tab that I had open.
See, there you are. Great.
Awesome.
And she'll do that for a good 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There's the cat litter. Oh, nope. Back to the side we go.
I want to talk about mental health and physical health burnout.
Speaking of deep throating over there, Banana Bread's chewing on her bone and she's like, it's down her throat.
Can we use advice from tonight's topic
as the show is going on? Use advice from tonight's topic as the show is going on. What advice? Man, god damn, you stink.
So glad that was Shadow that decided to use the litter box. Go upstairs. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can burn out. You can burn out at your job. It's like occupational burnout when essentially you get tired of the shit at work and you just can't do it anymore. And that's why a lot of people quit. That's why a lot of people feel unappreciated. That's why dude went postal back in the 90s.
The saying came from.
Yeah.
You had enough of their shit.
Mm-hmm. There's
I'm tired of these Fredericks of catalog, fucking Fredericks of Hollywood bullshit.
There's
or they overcharged them on stamps. That was it.
There's mental health burnout when it comes to
Straw the brook becomes back.
families and
yeah.
obligations that come with
I burn out
relationships and families and your interpersonal relationships in general. And if you're doing too much, and one of the things Mike and I had to do a parenting class.
Oh wow!
A long time ago. We'll just go with a long time.
A galaxy far, far away.
Right. We were required, state ordered to do a parenting class. And one of the things that stuck with me from that parenting class is it talks about how you can't give from an empty cup. Yeah. You can't pour from an empty cup. So many, especially parents, do so much for their kids and so much for sometimes their spouses, sometimes that, and nobody is reciprocating that. Nobody's doing the stuff for them and helping them take care of themselves and taking care of them. And having that gets forgotten a lot to take care of yourself or accept the help when other people want to take care of you. And so there's that kind of burnout when it comes to families and mental health. And then there's a physical burnout that can deal with what Mike does typically when he goes back to the gym for the first time after a couple months.
I don't burn out. I just get sidetracked with other shit.
No, when you overdo
Oh,
it, and
that's not really a burnout. That's more of
that's a short-term burnout.
no, that's a fucking your shit up. No, when I hear the term burning out, it's for me it's more like I'm done with this shit. I'm not doing it anymore.
It doesn't have to be a long-term burnout. It doesn't have. That's not what it has to mean.
But that's not the same thing then.
But it is.
But it's not. Because if I'm lifting too much weight, that's not me burning out. That's just me being stupid. Burning out is when you're just
no
done.
when you do too much.
No. Max, what are you doing? Now that we're waiting on Sam to go over AI overview from Google, instead of just visiting the website that pulls the information from.
Okay, we'll go to WebMD.
Because we don't support people.
It's WebMD. Might as well support the Google AI. Keep talking, because this is going to take me a while.
And if you talking about your topic?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Okay, so overload, there's a couple different kinds of burnout. Okay, types of burnout. 4 types of burnout. Overload burnout. This happens when you work harder and harder, becoming frantic in your pursuit of success. It doesn't have to mean like monetary success, any kind of success. If you experience this, you may be willing to risk your health and your personal life to feel successful. Okay? Under challenged burnout. This happens when you feel underappreciated and bored. Maybe your job doesn't provide learning opportunities or you have room for professional growth. If you feel under challenged, you may distance yourself and become cynical and avoid responsibilities.
Huh. That one sounds familiar. No, I'm talking about me.
I know. Neglect burnout. This happens when you feel helpless. If you feel things aren't going right, you may believe you are incompetent or unable to keep up with your responsibilities. Such burnout can be closely connected to imposter syndrome. This one sounds more like it.
No.
A psychological pattern in which you doubt your abilities, talents, and accomplishments.
Yeah, but I don't.
And
I know I'm a badass.
And habitual burnout. The most serious phase of burnout, habitual burnout, happens when your physical and mental fatigue is chronic. You feel sad and your behavior changes. Sometimes you can cross over into depression and suicidal thoughts. It is critical to seek help at this stage. I feel like maybe you should seek help before you reach that stage. Just...
It's like asking for help after you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Can't put the brain back in the head.
Right? That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, because you can't take the egg back out of the omelet.
Yeah.
Dark sense of humor. Doesn't sound familiar at all. Yeah, that one, no, I'm not. That one, I'm not with. I'm not.
No, we were just saying in general. Like,
yeah.
There's some burnout. There's some people who have had some major burnout.
The second one is one I've been going through right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just it's really hard for me to give a shit about what's going on because I'm feeling pretty fucking unappreciated, Al.
Oh, here's some burnout causes. So some things that can cause.
I'm going to give me. I don't need a cookie. I am so stuffed right now. I've had fucking cake, donuts, banana, ice cream, and I had chicken poblano. I am like on the verge of detonating. Well, my gut is like solid. It's not gonna hold anymore. There's a reason why I'm not drinking. It's 200
It's
calories I
10.
can't have.
Burnout causes. Originally, the term burnout was applied to work-related stress only. However, many psychologists see burnout as any type of prolonged stressful condition. Studies show that women report experiencing job burnout in higher numbers than men, but more research is needed as to why. Life and work factors that can contribute to burnout include unmanageable workloads, unfair treatment at work, confusing work responsibilities, lack of communication or support from managers, immense deadline pressure, too much work, not enough time to do it, or not enough time to rest, like downtime.
Sleeps for the week.
Feeling that work or life is out of your control, feeling unrecognized or unrewarded, work or responsibilities that feel too demanding, boring or routine work or chaotic high stress work. It's not work, it's boring or high stress life. Taking on too much without asking for help.
My life is far from boring.
Right? So I said it's few supportive or meaningful relationships, personality traits such as perfectionism, pessimism, and need for control, lack of sleep. Did I say that one? We'll say it again.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's something else I've been keeping track of on the spreadsheet is pitting my sleep every week versus my average for sleep last year. And so far, I'm in the green. Like I got
Ooh, shadows.
Yeah, I was working on my book today. Yeah, see, 0.1 hours in the green on average so far this week.
In your sleep. So burnout can be a lot of different things, and
it's like 5 minutes more normal.
What?
I just try to calculate how much that is. It's like 5 minutes more than normal. All right.
Woo! Go 5 minutes. Is that the time you overslept your alarm today?
Yep. Any victory is still a victory. What are you doing?
You have shadow hair.
That is long. That wasn't shadow hair.
Yes, it is. You have more. It was like 4 pieces that I just pulled off your. Anyway, so
it's just better pulling out of my mouth.
Yeah, true. Any kind of burnout is, and I don't necessarily want to talk about work burnout because that's a really common thing. And I mean, there's lots of ways to change it. Get a different job. Talk to your supervisor, change things up, things like that will help.
Punch a coworker.
Don't punch a coworker. That is not rational, sane advice. Do not punch a coworker.
Sometimes
it made me feel awesome. Anyway.
This job wouldn't be so bad if you could just rip into the occasional customer once in a while.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I have any coworkers that I want to punch, but there's been some passengers.
Yeah.
Easily. But so when it comes to work, I mean,
they're on some mace.
Right?
It went off accidentally.
When it comes to work, that's such a common thing, and people talk about that all the time, and it's so common to figure that out. Now, the mental and physical things are when you're doing too much, when you're not, when you're, my brain just shut down.
You almost hear the sparks.
Right? It just was like, when you're trying to take on too much things, especially happens when people get sick or don't take enough time. One of the things that I keep getting in trouble for doing, it's in your mouth.
I pulled a big ass hair out of my mouth.
One of the things that I get in trouble for of not taking care of myself is when it comes to having a day off work, I just do everybody else's running around and work on my days off. And one of the things that gets told to me all the time is, when are you going to take time to make sure you do things like, I don't know, take a shower? When are you going to take care of you? And I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. It sounds like something I just don't have. And those kinds of behaviors and things can lead to burnout. and not feeling like you have the support in your partner and your kids and your friends and those kinds of things. So, some of the things that we had talked about tonight, that I wanted to talk about tonight, were what can you do to refill that cup, to help recharge yourself, so you don't reach that point of burnout where you're like, fuck it, I'm done, and you change your number and run away to another state and nobody ever sees you again. Like,
That's an option.
no, it's really not.
I don't know. My job goes with me everywhere.
Feels like there's days, right?
I can just grab my laptop as long as I have an internet connection. I can go camp at McDonald's. Live in their dumpster. Make a little cardboard house.
They'd kick you out real quick.
I'd hide.
But
did you see that movie with the girl that had the baby in the Walmart?
It's one of my favorite movies.
I could live in a Walmart.
You're not anymore.
I bet I could. Especially at ours. There's like 3 people that work it anyway.
Right?
Hiding the chips and no one had ever seen it.
Let's see.
Actually, if I go hide in the hygiene, no one would ever find me because no one ever goes there.
Right? Neva says, I like that. I like the last plant. I couldn't buy a ranch. Sounds awesome. Yeah. But just she's not here.
Who was that?
That was, I think, Jen arriving at timeout.
Yeah. Anytime Banana Bread hears that sound effect, it's from Life 360. She thinks somebody pulls up. Even if we're outside, she'll run to the gate and see if the guys
no,
pulled
that
up.
is her pulling up. That was her here pulling up the house. So some of the things, what are some things that you like to do that help refill that cup so you're not burned out? So you're not.
I don't know. My cup's pretty deep.
Well, it is, but you still need to put some. You need to get it filled back up. I mean, you did talk about being an energy vampire. It's locked in boxes now.
Mad Bread is high tech.
She is.
She's Pavlovian.
Yes. So you like to go play golf. You haven't done it in a while. But it's something when you get to go do, it really recharges you. I like to take random trips. Jen and I are going to take a day trip to California in the next few weeks and sit on the beach and then come home.
I like working on my book.
Yeah.
I enjoy writing and working on the game module. That even though it's kind of work, it's still, when you do what you love, you don't really. And I think that's why I don't burn out, is because I'm living the life I want. I love what I do. Even if I do weird shit, it's still along the lines of stuff I want to do. And the rest of my day is spent doing what I love.
Yeah.
And so I don't get burned out.
Well, so you get that refill back into your cup. Yeah.
All day. That's why I've never burned out as a blogger. I love writing. I'll write every day. It's what I'd like to do. So I'm lucky in that aspect.
Yeah.
No one goes into Walmart or goes into even a Walmart and thinks to themselves, gee, I can't wait to make this into a career.
Awesome.
Well, that's what I was telling Ty. Like, go flip burgers. The job, not a career path.
Yeah.
He's talking about work burnout, but he gets crispy and dealing with humans.
With authentic, actual,
humans.
I don't know. And daily chaos.
Yeah. Dealing with humans, maybe? Maybe
Oh, yeah. With humans.
Yeah. Dealing with authenticating humans in daily chaos. That's true.
Yeah.
There's days where, like, if I keep getting interrupted over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if I have somebody eat all the sour cream, and that it's not, and it wasn't um it wasn't Jen. We have somebody here who uses vast amount of sour cream in everything they eat, and it's insane. Have you seen him load that up?
Mhm.
Oh my god! Can you taste anything after that? It's all sour cream. You have to buy big tubs in the last 2 days.
Um,
That's why I hid the one down here, but it froze solid. Oopsies.
Oopsies. Shadow, you're pissing me off. But so it's finding things that help you recharge and help you reset and be able to do that. It's something,
My garden.
yeah.
Spending time in my garden with all the green plants relaxes me. I feel much better. I love weeding my plants and taking care of them. So the same has a lot of whipped cream on pancakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Whipped cream on pancakes?
Cream on pancakes is awesome.
Y'all are weird, man. You know what goes on pancakes? Fucking syrup. That's it. Maybe some butter.
Chocolate chips and whipped cream and
No,
sprinkles.
no. Chocolate chips baked into the pancake. You don't put them on top.
Like a few sprinkled on
I
top.
like blueberry pancakes, though.
I like blueberry pancakes too.
But syrup and butter. That's all. You don't put it in. No.
Yeah, whipped cream. I don't
No.
use syrup.
Use sour cream on it. How about that?
Ew,
Sour
no.
cream on your pancakes. Wouldn't that be like what? Isn't there a dessert like that?
Yeah.
It's sour cream and it's not a pancake, but it's
A
like
crepe?
A crepes made with sour cream?
I don't know.
Well, why the fuck bring it up then?
I was asking you. You're like, it's like a pancake, and I was like, a crepe? I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow. All right. Syrup and whipped cream. I don't.
See, I don't do syrup.
Whipped cream. What?
You had your own sour cream,
It's frozen.
Did you not?
but there was no way for me to know it was frozen.
I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about the one that loads up this much sour cream on the smallest dishes.
Feed you a cookie.
I don't need a cookie.
Ooh.
I've had
You're crankiness to say otherwise.
300 carbs and most of it sugar. I've had nothing but cake, donuts, ice cream. I'm good.
Inside out stuffed pink sugar cookie.
Oh, they're good. Yeah,
Awesome.
they're tasty. I'll save it for tomorrow. That's definitely breakfast.
It's definitely breakfast. It's not a great breakfast.
It's 450 calories. Yeah, 440 calories. Sorry. Anyway, 1,000 points if she threw the
She was
cookie.
going to throw the cookie, but I would have been collateral damage. I was like, please don't throw the cookie.
She threw the cookie.
So for example, Jen the other day, because she had been sick this last week, and then she kept doing all this stuff, and then her sister came to visit, and so the other day she went and sat in my shower with the shower off, with
In the dark.
in the dark.
But it was hot. That it was like 95 degrees, and so she was already burning up. And so she went into the bathroom, and my bathroom is the first vent from the central air
conditioning.
unit, and so my bathroom will get to like 40 degrees.
It's so cold there. But she went and sat in the shower with a blanket and her
No, it's
phone
towel,
and a
it's the,
cat.
no,
Oh,
it's
she had
the towel.
shark. She had shark.
It
So
was a towel.
she told me she had shark too.
Oh.
So I
And
went.
she propped her phone up on the toilet seat so she could watch it.
Yeah.
So she had her own little chill pad in there. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. So
It was actually looking pretty nice.
Mike's like, oh,
It was
looks like a
fucking
good
hot. It
idea.
was 95 degrees. It was hot. But that vent right there, if I open it, throws air right on top of me, and
Yeah.
it gets cold here really fucking fast.
But it's finding the small things that can help recenter you and bring you a little bit of joy or a little bit of calm or a little bit of peace
Yep.
in the world
Gardening.
that is chaos.
I haven't been able to play many games lately. I wonder if that's part of my issue too.
Maybe.
I've been able to work on my game. Like I love writing the scripts and all that, but I really
haven't
miss
played
actually
anything.
playing a
Yeah.
game instead of just designing it. So that's going to be on my list of stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
But like when I go outside and walk and whatnot, taking care of my garden, my pumpkins, my strawberries. I got lots of strawberries coming up. My peas. I can't wait for my pea plants to look great. They're healthy. My the only thing that's not growing very well is watermelon. I don't know why.
Crazy. If kids can build tents from blankets and chairs, Jen can make it work in a shower.
Yeah.
Totally. And when she told me about it, she's like, I felt like weirdo, but it was awesome because
Why?
it was quiet. And
I
I was like,
shower
that
in the
sounds
dark.
awesome.
Well, I meditate in the dark in the shower.
Yeah.
I even at that point will tuck the towel under the door so there's absolutely no light coming into the bathroom,
Yeah.
and just zen out on the water. I haven't done that in a while though.
Maybe you need to.
Yeah, probably. I think. I'm
Super fine.
fine. I'm gonna need you to unbless her.
It was the best sport ever. I'm sure. It
Yeah.
sounds amazing. I was like, well, that sounds fun. I was like, sounds comfy.
Yeah, she had it all decked out with the beach towel under her and everything.
Yeah.
I told her, hey, and if you need to go pee, all you gotta do is just lift up your dress and slide forward to the drain. Don't even have to get out of the shower.
Ew.
Might just go straight down.
No. Changes the whole dynamic of the fort. No.
Adults need forts too.
Totally. I mean, sometimes I like to. So I have a bunk bed in my room. That's what I sleep on.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'll put my blanket up and tuck it in, where it's like dark and chill, and just hang out there, kind of like little kids with forts. The girls used to do that on their bunk bed all the time. They'd be like, "Yay, it's a fort," or like a canopy bed, or things like that.
I'm trying not to be rude. I wasn't going to make a comment. I'm going to draw one and send it to him.
There's a lot of improvement there, though.
No? Yeah.
What happens in the fort stays in the fort. But, when the girls were younger, and this is what they were talking about in the parenting class, what I would do to recharge my battery is I would take the girls to the park and we play and stuff like that. And the lady who was leading the class was like, that's not recharging, that's just being a mom, that's not doing something for yourself, that's not. I was like, but it kind of feels like it is. I'm taking time, we're all going to the park, and it was fun, and it made me feel better. I got some time outside, I got some time out in the open, and the girls would go play in the park. I'd sit and hang out in the sun or read my book or things like that. And
all I wanna do is have some fun. Got a feeling.
My unhealthy coping skill is to run away.
I don't know if I have an unhealthy coping skill. Because the more I think about it, even the stuff that y'all think is unhealthy, what would be more unhealthy? Me doing those things or someone dying? I would side on the side of help.
You get burnt out and upset and get snappy and rude to other people.
I could get stabby. That's my point.
That's your signs of burnout. That's not coping skills. That's your signs of that you need to be more aware of.
Pshaw. Therapy. No, I don't need fucking therapy. Sam does. That's what she's talking about. Right?
You need therapy.
I don't need fucking therapy. Jesus. Every bad thing in your life doesn't need a therapeutic answer for it. Sometimes shit happens. You just have to adapt. Rub some dirt on it. You're good.
Neither reaction is. Dabby or crabby. So I will sometimes when I get really upset, really overwhelmed, I will get in the car and just go for a drive. And in that drive, I totally think I'm just never going back. Fuck everybody, fuck everything. I'm never going back. It's never happened yet.
Hey, when you guys were like, we're going to Hawaii for a day.
Yeah.
I get on that island, I'm not coming home. Like I said before, my job was with me everywhere. As long as I have an internet connection, I can go anywhere.
Mhm.
And if I get on that beach, that's it. I will become island boy. I am never coming home.
I feel like that. It was rough. Sam's going
Yeah,
out for milk. There's been times,
Well, but
I'll never
I'd still
forget.
pay the mortgage. I'm living on the beach. What the fuck do I care?
Right?
I don't need a lot of money.
I'll never forget. When Mike and I were still together, shortly before we split up. The kids were doing stupid shit. Mike started smoking again. Beth had done something. It was all like fucking everybody in that same like hour just had done something that just made me absolutely crazy. I literally grabbed the car keys. I did not grab my wallet. I did not grab my phone. Nothing. I grabbed the fucking car keys and just walked out the door. And my mom's like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just fucking leaving." And she's like, "Take me with you." I've never seen my mom move that fast in my life. She comes hauling ass. My mom also did not take her wallet or her phone. And we just got in the car and left. And everybody's like, when we got back, like, "Where'd you go?" We were gone for hours. We got lost in a fucking cornfield because we had no navigation, no nothing. I was like, "I think this road takes us back to this road and we can get back to Sterling." Turns out we were heading west. Not east, which we needed to go east from where we were. Luckily, the van had a navigation that told us what direction we were going, and I was like, "Oh shit, this road doesn't." We look around and it was a wheat field. We're stuck in the wheat. Like, we're surrounded on all sides by these wheat fields, and we're just on this little country road, and I'm like, "I think this is where we die." But we got out. We talked about all sorts of stupid shit. We bitched about everybody who was upsetting us, and we just took this dumb drive where we had no phones and no money. So I was like, it's a good thing I just filled up with gas. Otherwise, we'd be screwed. But by the time we got back to the house and we were gone for a couple hours, all of that stuff that had just been too much, had just been overwhelming and aggravating and couldn't deal with, was just like, it wasn't a problem anymore. It was just fine. And so, yeah. And finding things like that just can give you that reset, give you that time to refill your cup, to one of the things I like to do also, and you do too, you talked about playing games. I like it when the kids get on and we play games together, as long as they're not being douches.
Yeah.
We have a kid or two that when I play games with them, because I'm kind of dumb when it comes to video games, I'm not a gamer. I mean, I am, but I'm this much of a gamer. And I don't play a lot of these games the same way they do. And then they get mean to me, and then it's not fun anymore. I don't like to do that. But when they're not being douchey and we're just playing, like, I like it when 4 of us get on Diablo because only 4 can play. And we just bust through and we have a good time and it's entertaining and funny things happen.
Kyle's douchey because he pro gamers us and takes off and leaves us to die.
You know, and
no, not you. You're good.
It's Ty that normally makes me cry when we play games. It's okay. But you know, it's it's fun, and it's something fun that everybody does together, and there's not that chaos or that drama, and it's relaxing and everybody jokes and has a good time. And
look, like when during Extra Life when we were playing Don't Starve together, and Donovan caught not only the forest on fire but burned out in our campsite. Like you burned down the camp, Donovan. It's chaotic, but it's fun. I like playing those kind of games just because of the chaos, because it makes good content.
Yeah.
Just like my kids are
Our chaos.
something else.
Neo says, I grow a garden on Roblox. Therapeutic. That's awesome.
Hey, play Roblox. Play with Donica.
Yeah.
Donica still play Roblox?
Sometimes.
I do. I'd like, if I'm just vegging out, Minecraft, Subnautica, Valheim.
Mike likes to play Minecraft a lot.
I like being able to build. There have been times where I would get in a boat in Minecraft and just sail onto a pond and just fish for like an hour.
For years and years ago, before Mike and I were even together, when we were just friends, so back in the early 2000s, Mike would get to his apartment after work and load up the original EverQuest and just go out
fishing.
and go fishing. He'd like his little EverQuest character on his screen would go and just
I'd just sit there on the docks at Kanos and just fish.
And fish.
It's relaxing.
Yeah.
So on Roblox, I found an app called Grow a Garden. Looking forward to playing it. Cool.
Awesome.
I grow a real garden.
I don't grow.
No, I'm not saying that's bad.
No, he also has Minecraft and Valheim gardens too.
Yeah. Like I grow all kinds of stuff. I am a provisioner. It's like I was telling last night during the interview. If there's a game where I can be the chef or be a cook, that's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing.
Can I eat it? So in Minecraft, I have carrots, and I'll do my farm in Minecraft. I got my carrot farm and shit in Valheim.
See, I live in an apartment. Wish I could grow a real garden.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for some of the stuff we should have in our garden this year.
There's gonna be a lot. If all of it grows like it's supposed to, there's gonna be a ton of shit.
Tomatoes and zucchini, I'm pretty excited to not have to buy.
There's gonna be a ton of tomatoes. See, I don't think you want to eat them all, because there's gonna be a lot of them.
Yeah.
So go to the farmer's market. Let's make some money.
Right?
We got like 4 different types of pumpkins coming up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What are some things that you guys like to do or have found that help when you're feeling that overwhelmed, that on the verge of burnout, and that help you refill your cup to be able to keep putting in
we got
to others?
Neo does her farm on Roblox.
I would like to play more golf, but I don't have time.
Be nice.
Freeze dry and make tomato powder. I need a freeze dryer. They have one at Costco for $1,500 that I was like, I need this. I don't got $1,500, but I needed it. I want a freeze dryer so bad.
I like to drink myself shitless.
Sometimes that helps, and sometimes that helps, and sometimes that is just self-medicating. That is an unhealthy way of going about existence.
They tried telling me that alcohol's not a sleep aid. Works really good for me.
I like to eat too, Chris. It's not working well for me.
What the fuck was I gonna look up? Oh, we're talking about affording a freeze dryer, or the freeze dilly. I don't think I have enough yet.
No.
Oh, look, 800. I almost can do it.
But
I like listening to music and walking on my walk pad, unless I'm already overstimulated. At that point, it's dark shower time. I really miss writing, listening to music, and just write a line and see if I can build a poem from it. Yeah, like Neo, I'm telling you, that's one of my go-tos for relaxing. That's why I like doing the writing sprint so much. One of the reasons, anyway, is that like I got to work on my book today, and I love my book.
Yeah.
Added 20 words. But it was like when I was writing any one of my books that I write, or any story that I write, it's just relaxing.
Yeah.
And I like to blog. I love making YouTube videos. Those are fun things for me. So I'm always constantly refilling my cup. But for the personal stuff, though, I really haven't got to play very much of anything lately.
So I wonder if
And
that's a
it's,
huge
yeah,
issue. You
I
haven't
think,
gone and done. You
yeah.
haven't gone and done anything. Are you unstuffing it already? It's brand new. She just bought it for you yesterday, dude. She's chewing the hippo's feet off.
Yeah. And there it goes. Yeah. She killed the hippo.
Just bought it for you yesterday. Nope, we're done with hippo.
Go get your bone.
Go get your bone. Go get your bone. Yeah, put the hippo.
Oh, she liked hippo.
Well, if I thought she could play with it a little longer, I'd let her play with it. Okay, she can play with it till the end of the show, and then it's going in the trash.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. I thought Chris said he likes to drink
Shirtless.
drink shirtless.
I mean,
I'm definitely feeling burned out. I'm sorry to hear that, Diana. Sorry I'm so late. It's been a day.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's been a day for everybody. My day hasn't been that bad though. I just need to quit getting up so late. Maybe if I went to bed on time.
Yeah.
Last night's show was kind of fun.
Last night's show was really good.
Really long.
Really long.
Oh.
You guys didn't even get off till like 9:30.
Yeah. But I got 51 hours of watch time.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um.
She disemboweled the hippo? Yes.
Yep, yeah, and she's tearing its feet off.
Which is sad. She
really enjoyed the hippo.
Erica just bought that yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Erica no more.
Rip hippo.
Yep.
Yep, hippos all over my floor now.
Okay, it is 8 o'clock. Does anybody else?
Did
anybody have any other ideas? Did we cover our topic? Probably not, because we never do.
Right? I don't know. We talked a bit about things we do to not burn out and fill our cups. I really need to game more, I think.
I think you need to find time to do some stuff and maybe interact in positive ways with other people in your life.
Go play some golf. Even if it's just hitting a bucket of balls.
Yeah.
And take Jen to Top Golf. It's sheltered. There's a lot of people though.
We'll have to try it on a weeknight where it shouldn't be so bad.
Let's do bowling. I like bowling. Meow. Meow. So I guess that's it, huh?
Keep talking. I'm trying to.
Wow, we're lame.
Does everybody have goals for this week?
My goal. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna lose 5 fucking pounds this week. Crazy juggle sex heels, just saying.
What? Crazy.
That's my goal. I'm gonna lose 5 pounds. God damn it.
Okay. So just copy your.
Yep. Copy paste. Might as well copy the red too.
That's not the point. The point is to set goals that you're trying to accomplish.
I am trying to accomplish.
You're going to put forth the effort to accomplish.
I think I have some ideas to get back on track.
Okay.
I'm motivated. I need to.
I am going to make a short every day this week starting tonight.
You should have failed from day one.
No. I got this. You can do it.
All right.
What are everybody else's goals for this week? And again, the goal is to set accomplishable goals.
It is accomplishable. long as I stop eating cake and ice cream for lunch.
Mhm. You don't have to stop eating cake and ice cream for lunch. You just have to do the activity to
Yeah.
offset
Yeah.
cake and ice cream for lunch.
Yeah. And I haven't been doing that.
No. It's not, we talked about this already. You don't have to stop eating things. You have to start doing
Be
more
active,
things.
yeah. I need to be more active.
Nobody else has goals this week. Unless it's Jen's goals for the week.
Crazy jungle sex.
I mean, I'll put it down.
Yeah, I'm sick with the 5 pounds. Neil is avoid stress eating for 4 days this week.
Okay.
That's a good one, Neil.
That is actually a really good one.
You can do it. I've got the power. Everybody dance now.
Chris or Neo, anybody got goals?
I'm going to keep to the soft food diet and limit
That's right.
processed sugar and carbs in them this week.
Jen-
Track all of it.
Yeah, Jen, she told me her goal this week
Mm.
was to focus on quality
So
of
we're going
food
to
this
limit
week.
the Mike and Ikes to just half a box a day. If I had a male counterpart, I'd try the jungle sex idea. Hey, she has a friend that has a lot of freaking toys for sale. Bet you can get some jungle themed dildos.
I'm sure you can. I mean, we found dinosaur ones.
Yeah, there you go. You can fuck a T-Rex if you'd like.
Okay. And Chris is thinking.
Is that your goal? My goal this week is to think. I thought about it.
I mean, essentially, I did a goal similar to that when I was like, my goal this week is planning.
Yeah, well, sometimes you need I'll call him Tarzan. T-Rex has little arms. And then you're okay. Alrighty. Almost went a little far on that. Go work out 4 days this week. That's Chris's 4 days of workouts.
Okay. I think these are fairly reasonable goals. Realistically, the only goal that I don't see being accomplished this week is if everybody puts their mind to it, is me making a video every night. I'm going to try. I got this.
Did you see, Chris? I did a new page and a new blog post for weekly updates for the Summer of Fitness Challenge for 100 days. And it's all set in stone. I got to make 8 more points every week. This week's going to be pretty easy to beat because I haven't done shit the last couple of days. So I'm going to work on getting my room back.
Yeah. Hey.
If the arms have girth. Leave.
No.
Yeah. He deserves it. Gotta let her go.
I don't care.
I'll throw something at him. Throw my knife. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
I was putting it in.
Quit fucking with your phone.
I was putting in my make a short video.
Oh, in your dealie?
Invite.
Yeah, let's see if she remembers to use it.
Where's the orange thing, please?
What?
The orange. Where's the trainer?
There's Megan. It's not even on.
No. She looks around for the
That's what we're gonna call it now from now on. Megan.
No.
Jen, we are soulmates.
I'm gonna buzz the cat in a second.
And everybody with a water bottle.
I said no.
She don't care.
No. Dagger is the one who I need to get. Sit. 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 Stay.
She burst at you. Sit.
Good dog. Oh my goodness. You guys are actually awesome.
Oh, sure, I'm my shower fort.
Have a great week, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel weird.
Because you didn't have any input or say anything this stream at all.
Bullshit. Probably had more input for ways than you did.
Probably. I mean, you talk a lot.
Yeah. Feel very unfulfilled though. Kind of like, you know, I feel that a lot about this show.
Maybe we should do some research and put forth some effort.
Heavy on the theory part.
Right?
Well, if you would give me a topic on time instead of waiting until the last freaking minute as I'm making dinner. Oh, by the way, I need this.
You weren't making dinner, you were doing your
I was
video.
eating.
No, you were doing your video. You were editing your video when I told you to. You hadn't even gone upstairs to get food.
Was it?
Yeah, it was right when I got home and changed. So I gave you the topic at like 4 o'clock.
No, it was after 4.
It was like 4 o'clock.
No. I didn't start. I can look at my spreadsheet. Look at this. Boom.
Okay.
So it had to be. I stopped at 4:03. So I went from 4:15 to 4:55. So it had to be somewhere in between there.
So yeah, just after 4 o'clock.
No, it could also be just before 5. Huh?
It wasn't. I was upstairs already by 5 o'clock.
If I tell a guy I'm unfulfilled, he says it's my fault. I don't get burned out. Yeah. If you enjoyed this train wreck.
Chris might know us a little bit.
I don't get burned out. Actually, well, you know, sometimes I do. Like we talked about in my personal life, but that's why I have like my gardening, my walks, playing games, working on my other stuff. So get him some toys and get him trained. Oh, for the guy.
Okay, guys, have a great week. Have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I got. I got nothing. I'm tired. I will try to be better next week because I'll actually be eating real food next week, not protein days, because I did a protein day yesterday and I've done a protein day today and I just have nothing. Yeah.
And I feel like trash because all I've had all week has been sugar.
Yeah.
Like I'm powered on fucking cakes and ice cream at the moment.
So again,
get the toys, the guy can go home.
very true.
Anyway,
thank you guys. We'll talk to you later.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
5 pounds. I'm losing 5 pounds.
5 pounds. You got this.
5 pounds.
I'm gonna make a video every night, guys. A short every night.
Starting tonight.
Starting tonight.
Okay.
I'll take off my hoodie. Or I just have my tank top.
You'll wear your cami so laying down to get the.
No, I'm not gonna lay down. I'm just gonna go out the backyard.
So you can get your
my Filipino
fans.
Hey.
Start wrapping up that watch time, damn it.
Right.
We got the same one. Everybody, I believe everybody can be in the green. Chris's 4 workouts. Neil's not going to stress out.
Not going to stress eat. Jen's going to watch her processed foods. She's going to focus on quality, not quality of
Trust me.
food this week.
I'm losing 5 pounds. Yeah, we got
Yeah,
this.
so good. We got
We
this.
can all be green. Like, we're all going to be green. Y'alls.
Yay! We got this.
Yep.
Have a good night.
We'll see you next time.
I have mascara under my eyeballs, like really bad. My makeup is smeared as a shit. I love that I noticed at the end of the show.
Pay attention anyway.
I don't know.